What's going on, brother Al?
Good
It's
day
been a
to you, big
minute.
brother. Yeah, it's
It's
been a
been a
minute,
minute.
man. I'm glad to be back.
How you doing? So tell us about things that's been happening with you since we last recorded you on this real estate podcast.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been on the podcast. I'm glad to be back. Glad to start doing the shows again. Well, last year was an excellent year. It's our best year I had in 25 years. So we're very proud of that. We're trying to continue the trend going, keep doing good. However, as you know, not only in business but in life, as you grow, sometimes you have growing pains. So I think we've been going through some growing pains because as you get more business and start to do better and you grow as a business, sometimes you don't have time to answer the phone like you used to.
Mm.
So I'm unable, because I was already getting 100 calls on each one of my phone a day, dealing with issues, talking to clients. I talk to investors every day. I talk to inspectors. We got 37 guys on our crews now. We also talk, we have to buy houses. We rent houses, tenant placement. So we dealing with so many people every day, and not only our investor clients, but and the clients that we do work for. So it's been very difficult as we grow and step up to return to communicate with people, and that's been a major issue in which we've been trying to work on. Like a lot of my very good clients, people feel a certain type of way if you don't respond to them in a timely manner or answer the phone like you used to 5 and 6 and 7, 10 years ago.
Mm.
And I've been unable to do that. So I'm trying to figure a way where we can still take care of our clients and get that personal effect with them. But it's been very hard. And I think some clients slip by the wayside because they just like, well, if I can't get in touch with Al, he not answering the phone, he not calling us back and things of that sort. I think we might have lost some clients. I hope we didn't. I hope they still charge it to the head, not the heart, because we still love everybody. We still want all our clients. But as we grow, some of the things are not going to be the same as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
But all being said and done, it was a great year. This year we focused on something a little different. Like Meldon, like my partner Meldon was saying, he turned me on to the grant situation because he showed me how to do the grants and to build relationships with the political people and try to work with the governmental money. So we've been working with that and we've been very successful. As you know, we're doing a 20 house project in Baltimore. So only way we can make the numbers work is by getting subsidized.
Mm.
And the only way you get subsidized is apply for different grants that's available through the federal government, state government, and the local government. So we've been trying to work on that and we've been pretty successful so far. I think we're going to get we're shooting for like $2.5 million in grants to make the numbers work on the project, because even though the city gave us land, the city gave us 3 city blocks, we're going to put 20 brand newly built townhouses on those blocks.
Wow.
The project costs $8 million.
Mm.
But even if I were to sell each one of those properties for top dollar, which is $300,000, I'm only going to make $6 million on the project. So if it costs me $8 million, but I'm only going to make $6 million, we're not in business to lose $2 million.
Right.
So we have to get subsidies or grant money to buy down that $2 million so they become a profitable venture. And we can also supply new homes to new homeowners in the state. So that's what we're shooting for. And we're trying to learn that process by building relationships with different government officials, different government agencies and things of that sort. And also have a good grant writer. So
Right.
we're trying to grab some of those funds.
So, question: when the city offers you, or the organization offers you a project like 30 houses, like what kind of attributes as a real estate investor must you have to be able to take on a task like that?
But when the city, we work with a lot of nonprofits. So with a project like that, 30 houses, the nonprofits may have access to the properties or purchase the properties. They may need someone to actually renovate it because that's not their specialty to renovate it. And by us having the experience that we have over the last 25 years, they'll see what we've done in the past and they'll give us an opportunity to come and work with them on their behalf because we already built our relationships with nonprofits. So we partner with a lot of nonprofits. We let them be our fiscal sponsors. So when we apply for grants, it'll come through them and filter down to us. Of course, we have to pay for that, but it's well worth it. But by building our name over the last 25 years and networking and getting to know people, because I tell everybody, it's really who you know. Like it's good to have knowledge. It's good to have as much knowledge as you possibly can. But a lot of times, the person with knowledge might not know the person is actually given the opportunity, but you might have a good relationship with the person that's given the opportunity, and you might be straight front and center with them and talk to them on a daily or weekly basis. They're going to give you the opportunity if you have the experience. You might not have as much experience as the person next to you, but you do have enough experience to fill that void, and they'll go with the person that they probably know more times than not.
Not to dig too deep into that connection, but give us the background of how you made that network happen with this project. Like how, like we were talking earlier about how that happened so organically. Like, just give us an example of a networking situation where you met this guy to get this project that you're in now.
Okay, well, Meldon, my partner Meldon, he basically, that's what he had been doing over all the years. So he say he got a $20 million building, he gets subsidies and tax credits and things like that, which I know nothing of. I just was a guy that was just buying houses from the bank, borrowing hard money, fixing the houses up and selling them or renting them to low income individuals and families. Meldon showed me how to network with different people in different organizations in which we can have access to those different funds. I knew nothing of it, so I gotta give him all the credit for showing me. So he would call me all the time, be like, "Oh, they're having a meeting here, they're having a meeting there. You need to go sit down there." So I guess people got familiarized. I got familiarized with the people and the politicians, like the senators, the mayor. I would every time I would go to a meeting, the mayor's there. I introduce myself, tell him I'm doing a project. So like the first 5 times, I was just somebody came up to him, but after that, he started noticing me and stuff like that. Same with the senators. After they see you certain maybe 10, 12, 15 times, they'll wonder who you are. Either they'll ask somebody who you are, or when you're talking to them, you'll state who you are. And then all the council members, the president, city council, all the city council members, all the senators, the mayor. I was in a meeting with the governor. I was trying to get a conversation with the governor, but if I could reach him, I will. So just getting to know people and putting yourself in the right place and putting yourself around the right people, eventually you're going to get an opportunity if you're consistent and you keep your name good and they know the type of work that you do. And you'll get opportunity.
This is for the real estate investors. This is just some game that I just got from what you just said. You said the councilman, the mayor, like how important as a real estate investor, no matter what city you are, having those key relationships right there, and what can they give you access to potentially?
Well, I'll give you an example. It's a grant. Like I have a grant writer, right? She looks up all the grants and find all the grants. And also Meldon send me different stuff. And when I go to these meetings, they also tell you about other grant opportunities. So for instance, I give you it's a grant called PCDA. I think they got, I want to say $15 million, but don't quote me on it. Right. So I'm doing a project over in the Park Heights area of Baltimore. So I applied through the nonprofit, through the Park Heights nonprofit. I applied for the PCDA. Now, the mayor is the one that signs off. Like they make suggestions. Like I'll go in there, I'll ask them, I say, I need $300,000 for my project. The board, the PCDA has a board and they vote on it. Okay, we're going to give Sky Miles this $300,000. Or they might say, we don't think we should give Sky Miles $300,000. We'll give him $175,000, which is what they suggested I get. Right. But all that goes back to the mayor's desk, and the mayor looks at their recommendation and he signs off on it. So then they'll give me, then they'll send me another say, congratulations, you got the $175,000 from the PCDA. Right. But I needed $300,000. Right. So I have to go back and petition the mayor's office or whoever it may be, or the board or whatever. I need to reapply again this year for another 175, for another, whatever, 125 or whatever, so I can get the $300,000 that I asked for. Right. So I'm trying to familiarize myself with the mayor and the deputy mayors and all those people right there. Right. Like I think the guy name is Mr. Williams is a deputy mayor, and let them know that I really need that 300 and show them that I really need the 300 to do this project so that we can supply homes for new homeowners in Baltimore City, which will increase the tax base because all those homeowners are going to start paying taxes when they get the mortgage and buy the house. So we got 3 blocks of no houses. Nobody lives on the 3 blocks. Right. If we build these 20 townhomes, then all of a sudden we got 20 houses that's also increasing the values in the area, increasing the tax rolls, and that's money coming back to the city right there. So I got to convey to them that it's very important that we get this project done. Right. But in order for me to get the project done, I'm going to need the grant money or the subsidy money to buy down how much it's going to cost me to do the project.
Right. And and also with the councilmen, uh, they really know the neighborhoods. So it's like when as an investor, it's important that you know the community, you know the neighborhood. And I believe the councilmen are a great resource for that part in
Yeah.
itself. Just knowing the community members, the who's and the what, and those certain communities, correct?
Yes. Well, the councilmen and the councilwomen.
Yeah.
But
Yep. Yep.
what's vital with the council people is that say if I see a city, say if I see a block of houses right there, all of them vacant,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to go to the city and be like, can I get that block of houses? Well, when they sell it to me,
Mm-hmm.
it goes to a vote
Mm-hmm.
with the council, with the council members. They
Council
vote on
members.
it.
Yep.
So it's
Yep.
good to have relations. So if they see Al Davis or Sky Miles wants to buy this block, and
And they know
they
you.
already know him and they know I have the experience that I've done it before,
Right.
and they probably sign off on it.
Right.
As opposed to they say, a person that don't have the experience and they don't know and never done a building before, they might not sign off on it. I'm not saying they won't, but they may not. But by them knowing me and me making my name known, I got a higher probability to get them to sign off on the properties if I want to buy them from the city.
Mm. I know you and Mel, y'all always speak about using other people's money.
Yes,
Now grants, naturally you apply for the grant, you don't naturally have to pay that back, correct?
that's true. You don't have to pay grant money back. It's basically free money.
Right.
And I go on my Instagram and actually, one of my Instagram says free money. Check this out. I got like maybe, I don't know, 13, 15,000 followers on my Instagram, right?
Right.
This was driving me crazy.
Mhm.
So I go on my Instagram and say, it's free money on North Avenue. They're giving out free money. I already know it because
Right.
my man got 250. One of my clients got 500. They just gave me 100.
Right.
Somebody else got 75. My man got 75. So
Right.
I know they're giving the money away. So I go on my Instagram. I got like 13, anywhere from 13 to 15,000 followers. They got free money. Maybe 25 people called. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and then I went on there again.
Uh-huh.
When I went to another meeting with the governor, I said, y'all need to come get this free money. 3 people called me. You feel me? So
Yeah.
then I've listed all of the grants that I know that people got the money from.
Right.
At least 5, in between 5 and 10 grants.
Right.
So they can look them up themselves and apply.
Right.
So,
Now,
I mean, right there. Huh?
Now, one of the things I will say is that, maybe I understand where you're coming from, but only thing I would say, maybe on the outside looking in, they probably think that applying for the grants is hard. Can you talk on how the procedure or the process is of applying for these grants and how simple it can be?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought at first.
Yeah.
I never win a lot. I don't really play lottery because I be like, I never win. I don't like, do things where there's a chance you can win. Cause I'm like, my man was asking me, would you apply for the grant? I'm like, no, I'll never get no grant. And then he sent me a check saying they just sent me my money for the grant. So he took a picture and sent me the check, $250,000. So I was like, what? You got it? So after that, I said, what grant writer you use? So she's expensive, but
Yeah.
if she getting you 250 here, 500 there, another millionaire, I'm gonna try because she's already proven herself, so she know how to write the grants. So I just called her up. She was like, I really don't want to take no more clients or whatever, but
Dang.
we were able to convince her
Right.
to write the grant. So then she wrote the grants, got me $100,000 here, got me $175,000 there.
Wow.
So I guess it's based on how much experience your grant writer has and how does she know how to write the particular grants. And then you'll be put in a running to get the grant. So it's a competition, but you gotta increase your odds by getting people that's done it before.
Right.
So if you get a grant writer that's never wrote a grant, never won a grant or anything, they may win it, but they may not. But your odds increase. Your odds increase when you get somebody that's done it before and has proven themselves and got grants for other people. Then it's a high probability that she or he may be able to get the grant for you.
Yeah. Well, when I look at your portfolio, I see that you have a blueprint. You have your contractors, like we were just talking about, how much you have to spend on certain contractors for certain jobs to get these houses redone. Like, talk about that. Talk about the process of you actually having to spend money to earn money.
Oh yeah. I try to convince people that all the time. We're doing 8 houses right now, right? Simultaneously. but we have 14 more houses. All the houses when you drive up in North Avenue, we painted the windows and doors blue. That's 14 of those. Then we have opportunity to do 30 more houses. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's 44 houses right there.
Right.
But each house costs money. So to start a job, and this is what I try to convince people about. I tell everybody, they think you do houses, you got money because you got houses. That's not true, because when you buy a house, you don't make money. You're spending money to buy the house. And then when you're fixing the house up, you don't make any money because you're still constantly spending money. And there's no guarantee that a house will sell or how long it's going to take to sell. So there's no telling. Or if you rent a house. So if you buy a house for $50,000, you put $50,000 worth of work in it, you're in it for $100,000. So if you go rent that house for $1,000, it's going to take you 100 months to get your money back on a cash on cash basis.
Right.
So you won't see any money back for that till 100 months. So people don't see that. They just see the fact that you buy a house and you got houses.
Right.
But each house we do, and every contract is different because we have our own team. I generally pay our guys up front.
Right.
I might pay our electrician $5,000 to start the job, my plumber $5,000 to start, my HVAC guy $5,000, and then my carpenter's $15,000. Then I have to buy all the supplies, like to do the roof, to frame the house, to get started.
Right.
I have to buy all the supplies. So that's about $35,000, $40,000 just to start every job. So if you're doing 8 jobs at a time, you know what I'm saying? That's 300, what's that, 320,000?
Yeah.
But if you got to do 30 houses times 35, 40,000, I don't have that type of money.
Yeah.
But in order to make the money on the back end,
Right.
you got to spend the money up front. And a lot of people don't really look at it like an investment. You have to put money out in order to see money on the back end. They don't want to take that risk, but that's the only way I see to do it.
Now, I'm gonna ask you a question about the flipping the house. Like when you're going into a house and you looking at a house in this condition, how do you know if it needs a complete rehab? And if it doesn't need a complete rehab, how do you estimate in your mind the costs that you will incur with the certain house that you're looking at?
That's a good question, but
Yeah.
I know off the top of my head because I done looked at thousands of houses. And I know how much each house is going to cost me with my HVAC, my electrician, my plumber, my carpenter. So I know my numbers off the top. I can go in a house in 5, 10 minutes and I know exactly how much I have to spend. So those type of things come with experience.
Yeah.
So first of all, I would tell somebody, get a contractor that you could work with. If you're gonna scale your stuff up and do multiple houses, get a contractor that you think is fair, that has good workmanship, that's honest, that's gonna show up and have a good work ethic. And then let them do the first house. And based on what you spend on the first house, use that same budget for your second, third, fourth, fifth house. At the fifth house, you might can negotiate them down. Instead of giving them $18,000 for the HVAC, you might could give them $16,000 for the HVAC, you know? So it just comes with experience. But then you'll know your number. Then you can narrow down on your numbers on how much it's gonna cost to do the renovation, and learn all your supplies at Home Depot. Like I know pretty much how much everything costs at Home Depot.
Right.
You know, so if I'm doing a 2.5 bedroom house, I know exactly how much my plumbing material is gonna cost. I know how much my cabinetry gonna cost for the kitchen cabinets. I know how much the tubs, the faucets, the vanities cost. So I can just off the top of my head do all my numbers.
And then it goes back to relationships, because you also have key relationships with Home Depot. Talk about like that part is like how that helps you save tons of money on those materials.
Oh, for sure. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to my Instagram and I'm gonna post a couple of my receipts from Home Depot.
Right.
Sometimes, man, nobody's gonna believe me. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes I used to get pallets of flooring for like $50.
Wow.
It's so crazy. I might get 100 sheets of drywall for like $40 or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's all based on relationships, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, on average, I might get 10 to 20% off what I purchase.
Right.
Which is not substantial, but it helps.
Yeah.
It helps.
So it's been a viral trend that's been going online on social media with people saying that they don't want that ownership of a home is not worth it. The fees that come with it, the taxes that come with it, compared to renting. As an investor and homeowner, I guess, what are your thoughts on that?
That's a good observation because nowadays with the price of homes being so high,
Yeah.
figure if you buy a $500,000 house,
Right.
after you pay a 30-year mortgage, you're probably paying over $1 million for the house.
Yeah.
But you take that same 500,000 and say you go live downtown DC, pay $2,000 a month, right?
Right.
But that's 24,000 a year, right?
Right.
So how many years can you live paying 24,000? You know what I mean?
Right.
And you can
right.
take the difference because if you got a $500 million house,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? If you got a $500 million house, you can take the difference on everything it's going to cost and maybe invest it or do something else with it. So I understand if someone has that argument, I could definitely understand how they would prefer renting to owning.
Yeah.
For sure.
Man. So yeah, your story is very unique because I remember you telling me that when you got started in the game, you was reaching out to the banks and the banks gave you you was I don't want to say you cut the grass of several properties to get in. Like how did that even happen? Like
well, it happened like this. I went to a seminar and the guy that run the seminar was saying they do assignments. I didn't know what assignment was.
Right.
They get foreclosures and they'll put it under contract and then they'll sign it to a buyer. They like put themselves in the middle and they'll get a house from a bank and they'll find a buyer, right?
Right.
And they'll put those two together, but they'll mark the price up. They get it for $50 from the bank. They'll put $5,000 on top, and then they'll give it to this investor over there.
Right.
So they'll make $5,000. So they'll make it assignable. I just happen to know someone that worked with a bank that I went to school with, so I call him. He lives in another state, and I'm talking to him about, do y'all have foreclosures? I'll be interested in seeing how I can buy foreclosures, just using the stuff that I learned from that seminar.
Right.
And so he talked to me about 5-10 minutes because I haven't talked to him in a while. And then I was like, all right, I gotta go, man. Shoot me the number to the foreclosure department.
Right.
So he tells me, I am the foreclosure department. I'm the asset manager, right? And he's in charge of all the REOs, which means real estate owned.
Look at God.
So he said, I'm in charge of the foreclosure department. Like, what are you trying to do? I was like, I was trying to buy some foreclosures and then find buyers for the bank for the houses. So he explained to me how I go. He's like, basically, you don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you how it works.
Right.
So he said, we don't make our contracts assignable.
Right.
But I can sign off and make them assignable.
Right.
But I can help you with that if you do me a favor. Because he was paying real estate agents to go out and do BPOs, which is broker price opinions, to check to see if the grass is cut, see if the windows are broke, see if people living there.
Right.
He's actually paying them to do that.
Right.
So he asked me if I could do a pro bono, which means free. He gave me a list of 50 properties. He said, can you go look at these properties? See if anybody's living in them. See if the grass need to be cut. See if the windows broke or anything. And then in exchange for you doing all this for me, I'll give you an opportunity to market our properties.
Wow.
So he gave me the properties. I went around, looked at them, let him know. I did a report to him on each property. And then in turn, what he'll do, like, say if it's 123 Main Street,
Right.
he'll let me market that property of investors. So I would send it out on my emails and I would go to these investor meetings. They had investor meetings back then and I would pitch the properties. I got 123 Main Street and back then I was getting them for $5,000 and $10,000. I got it for $10,000. It's worth $150.
Right.
I'm charging $5,000 fee.
Right.
I would have a line at my table at the investor meetings. People get my cards. I had cards back then. And then I would show the houses. They say, okay, I'll take it for the 5,000 plus the 5,000 fee or the 10,000 plus the 5,000 fee. And I'll go back to my man at the bank, do the contract to them, put my fee on it at the title company. And I was doing like 4 of those a month.
Wow. And that's the wholesaling.
That's the wholesaling.
Yeah.
So that's how I got involved with wholesaling. And that's how I got in touch with the bank. So then what we did is the banks have meetings, asset managers, they have meetings, like real estate agents have meetings.
Yeah.
Like they meet in certain states.
Like groups and stuff like that.
Yeah, like whatever meetings where everybody meet in one state.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I would just fly out to the meetings. And since I knew my man with the bank, I just hang around during the day while they're at the meeting. And at night, I'll buy everybody a drink, a dinner, whatever. And he'll introduce me, like, say, Wells Fargo asset manager introduced me to Bank of America asset manager.
Wow.
Hey, Mike, John, this is Al Davis. He got 50 houses from me in Baltimore.
Right.
If you got any extra inventory that you want to get rid of it, he'll get rid of it for you. So now I was getting houses from Wells Fargo, and they introduced me to Bank of America. Like, yeah, I
Right.
got like 20 houses in Baltimore and DC.
Wow.
So I contract those up, leave a deposit.
Mm-hmm.
Like for the 50 houses, I had to leave a $50,000 deposit.
Wow.
Like for $1,000 for each house.
Right.
So then the Bank of America guy will send me houses, and then I'll go find buyers for those. I negotiate the price for him, or he'll tell me what he need for it.
Right.
I'll go find buyers for those. So then next thing you know, the 7 properties Bank of America got me, I got rid of them off his books.
Right.
So now every time we get a property, so then I'll find out when the next meeting is. I'll go to the meeting, then they'll introduce me to other asset, man. So that's how I built that network, and that was really my connect right there.
Wow.
And then we just continue to keep our name good, and if we put something on the contract, just always make sure we get closed on it.
Right.
So that's how we build our name and our reputation with the bank properties.
Wow. That's amazing, man. One of the things I notice about you too, when I look on your social media, is you are 100% authentic with your posts. You let people see the good and the bad of real estate.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, you had a squatter in one of your properties. You was trying to get out. That went viral. You fell through one of your properties. That went
through
viral.
The floor, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So talk about some of the stuff that people like, the hardships of, not really hardships, but lessons and things that you got to go through being a real estate investor.
Oh yeah, I do post on my Instagram sometimes. I call it real estate is not glamorous.
Yeah.
Because they don't show you when, like the other day, I had a house, I had to get it cleaned, I had to get the back cleaned out, right? So we got to clean the back, and sometimes I go to the dumps. If my guy's not available and I need him in the house, I used to go, when I had my dump truck, I'd drive to the dump myself and dump it. So,
get your hands
with all those birds flying around out there, don't tell them they might dump some rats out there running around. So that's not glamorous.
Right.
Getting a squatter out your house, like we had a house that was getting ready to sell. The day before we was going to sell it, we go to the house and somebody's in there living in there. So we had to get him out. That's not glamorous because he talking about, you come in here, what we going to do, shoot or fight? You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to hear that.
Right.
So we have to find a way to get him out of there so that we can sell the house. Another thing, because I always go see vacant houses. Some of the houses been boarded up for years and years.
Right.
And some of them don't have roofs. Some of them have roofs, some have leaking roofs. So when the roof and the elements get in the house, it'll make the floorboards weak. So I fell through a couple of houses, fell to the floor in a couple of houses. So that's not glamorous.
Yeah.
Just so happened the last time, my nephew Daryl
was there.
Yeah. But the one time I fell through and I fell through to my waist. Luckily I was on my phone and my elbows caught me.
Man.
I went right into the basement, and it was nothing but water and rats and mice down in the basement. So I had to get out of there. I was all scraped up. That's not glamorous. So it's a lot of stuff that's not glamorous that you have to do because, say, 10 people know about the house.
Right.
If it's boarded up, people fall. If you can fall through the floor, if it got dog carcasses in there, big rats. Like I videoed one time, I seen a rat about that big with a tail here about like that big. But a lot of people might not want to go through those houses. So, but it might be it might be the worst house on the best block. Right. So if you fix it up, you might get sold for $500. Right. But if I go through those houses with all those things in it, and the other 9 people don't go, then I got a better chance to buy that house. So I just deal with this. I just deal with the situation.
And as a real estate investor or a wholesaler, a house like that would be a gold mine.
Yes, but it might be. A lot of people might look at it and be like, "Man, they need to tear that down," right? Right. But like the house right here, it didn't have any roof, didn't have any floors. It just had 1, 2. The back wall was out, so they had 1, 2, 3 walls in it. So we just put the roof on, put the joists in, put the floors in. Now we can ready, fix it up and sell it. So now the values, we got it for I think we got it for $5,000. The value right there now is like $275. So even if we put 150 in it, you still make money. As
a real estate investor, you have to have foresight. Yeah, you're talking about the value of the houses here. But I remember we had an interview in Mount Vernon, and you was telling us, you were there when the houses were cheaper, and now that area is booming. Yeah. Like, you've been here and you know the area pretty well. What area in the Baltimore would you say will be that next area that's going to be booming and be one of those booming areas that's going to come up?
That's interesting. Like if I had to buy, I would say 21216. Yeah. Okay. Like right, because they giving out money to fix the houses up. So they give me so now like Okay, for instance, when we first started buying over here, we was getting stuff for 20 and 25,000.
Right.
Now it's 85. Now I got a house. Now I got a wholesale deal for 85 here.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But you buy it for the 85, you go to Winata, they'll give you another 75 to fix it up. So now it's a better opportunity. So 85, they give you 75, fix up, maybe you put another 25 in it.
Right.
So you in it for 100 and a little over 100,000. But you
Right.
sell it for 275, it's still a good deal.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, where the comps was less than 80,000, now the comps is up at 275. So the next thing you know, you see a whole nother type of people that's going to be start living on in this area in 21216.
Yeah, and the community has changed a lot.
And the community has changed.
The college, the campus.
Yeah. So that's how you see change. And I keep telling people that, but people don't believe me because they don't really see it until it happens.
Right.
And then Park Heights also, like Park Heights got so much subsidy money and they put it into building blocks like the 20 towns. Once we built 20 brand new townhouses on Pimlico Road, now people gonna drive by there and say, "Oh man, people moving over here," and then it's gonna be a demand for people to move there.
Yeah.
So the only people that's gonna really benefit, other than the homeowners having a brand new house, are the investors that see the opportunity before them when they could get the houses for 40, 50, 60, 80,000. Because when they up to 300,000, because we're gonna sell the townhouses for 300.
Right.
So you know it's coming.
Right.
So if you can get a shell over there for like 50, put another 100 in it, you're at 150, but you can sell it for 300. Even if you put 150,000 in it and you're at 200 and can sell it at 300, that's still a good investment.
Wow.
So you got that as foresight to see what areas coming. The best way to see what areas is coming is see where people starting to buy and develop.
Man, now when you look back at your career, like what are some of the things that you're most proud of?
Some of the things I'm most proud of to my career. That's a good question.
Because you've had your hand in shaping the way Baltimore looks. you have.
No, thanks.
Yeah.
I can't answer that question, but I can tell you an observation I had.
Okay.
I've been doing this a long time, 25 years, right? And I helped a lot of people, right?
Right.
I don't really ask for nothing back. I just help people. I just like doing that because I like to see other people prosper, right? But for so long, I've always done good.
Right.
Like it's some years I might make 500, some years I make more, a lot of years I make less, right?
Right.
But I never got to, I never, like I always done good. I always done about right here. Most people right here, right?
Right.
But I always thought I should be up here based on the knowledge and the people that I know and all the stuff, information I know. But I never get there. And I always ask Lord, why can't I get to the upper? You know what I mean? And my brother, who's a pastor, he'd always say, you should have more, be further. Right. Because of the people you know and the knowledge you have.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I could never argue with him because I'm like thinking that same thing to myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, where can I get to where I think I should be? So life goes on.
Right.
And then I end up, I will always have a lot of people around me because people think you got more than what you actually have. Exactly. So they be around you thinking they're going to benefit off you or from you.
Right.
So once I got everybody from around me, like, and then, energy exchanges, right? So
that's it.
Like I like being around you because you got good energy, but like if people got negative energy, like they're a bad person or they just trying to take from you or they don't want to see you succeed, that energy, it'll attach to you and it'll keep you from getting to where you have to be.
Exactly.
So check this out, and it's gonna be hard to understand, but I was gonna tell you for this. All right, for this, this is what I had. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I had negative influence around me, right? Like I had people that sold drugs. I had people that I had at one time these people. I had a double murderer around me, right? I had a guy that attempted murder around me. They locked up now.
Wow.
I had a girl that was just promiscuous or whatever they call it.
Right.
I had a drug dealer. He got caught with 60 keys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I had all types of bad people that was getting high and stuff like that. They was on my team.
Right.
But once I got rid of all of them, I mean, all of them. Only people I'm around now, like on a regular basis, my brother, my nephew, and Melvin, right?
Wow.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? They're the only three people that I'm really around.
Right.
So once I got rid of all of those people, it's going to be hard to believe.
Yeah.
Once I got rid of all them people and just got rid of everybody, just basically by myself, me, I talked to my brother regularly, Melvin, talked to my nephew. I was right here and
Right.
I was stuck there, but I
Right.
went all the way up here.
Yeah.
So I just said,
You can
first
see
of all, I
what.
thank the Lord, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I realized, because when you out of it, you could look back at it. When you're on
Right.
the outside, sometimes you can see inside a little better. So I was
Exactly.
like, dang, I had all that negatives, but I didn't. When they was
Yeah.
around me and they was in there, I didn't recognize that they were negative to me. I
Yeah.
thought they were friends or whatever,
Yeah.
or that they cared about me, but they didn't.
Yeah.
None of them cared about me. You know,
Eh,
they was just so. If I could tell anybody anything
Right.
about success or getting
Mm.
to where you want to be, is like anybody or anything that's negative
Keep it away from.
or that might not help you get to where you have to get to or where
Right.
you want to get to. You got
Right.
to separate yourself.
Right.
Growing pains, like I talked about
Yeah.
earlier,
Yep.
because you're going to grow.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I was able to grow. The Lord,
Yeah.
I guess the Lord was telling me, you got to get these people from around you.
Yeah.
And once I got them from around me,
Yeah.
like, I mean, the sky was the limit. Like
Right.
now I'm looking at stuff like, how much money can I actually make
Yeah.
based on my relationships that I know
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
the knowledge that I know? It's
Yep.
like,
And you
I
ain't got
don't see
nothing
no
hold-
limit.
And you ain't got nothing holding you back.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Look, my relationship good. My
Yeah.
kids are good. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I only deal with 3 people regularly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't have anything to hold me back now other than myself. So once I get the situation straight with like communication, that's the only complaint that people really have about me. So once I get my communication
Right,
and
right,
work
right.
on that,
Right.
I think the sky's the limit because now I know now Mel turned me on to this grant thing.
Yeah.
It's the sky's the limit.
Yeah, man, and I think that's a very important message right there. Is that God will bless you, but sometimes He waiting to bless you once you get away from those people that are holding you back. He won't bless you until you get away from those people, and that's the hardest thing to go. Especially when you're a loyal friend, you want to be a friend, you think you can help everybody, but everybody has their own time and everybody has their own season and everybody has their own journey and mission. Your mission is to do what you're doing, and their mission is to do something else. So God has blessed you tremendously, man.
Thank you so much.
So go ahead.
No, I just wanted my brother always had great advice. I always
Yeah.
listened to him, but
Yeah.
it just used to make me so mad. Why he'd be like, "Man, everybody around you be prospering. You need to be. You showed them you showed them the game, and they passed you. Why you not up there?"
Right.
But I think he really knew, but he just didn't want to tell me.
Yeah.
I guess he wanted me to find
Find out for
myself and
yourself.
see it happen. So,
Yeah.
and when it happened, I just like. So now every morning, I just thank the Lord every morning. Like as soon as I wake my eyes, I was like, thank you, Lord, and just keep going because those people could still be around me, and I could still be not where I need to be.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I've been blessed to have a good career.
Yeah.
It's ups and downs. Don't get me wrong.
Right. But it's worth it.
Yeah, and there's many times where I just be sad.
Yeah.
It just be sad, but you just gotta keep pushing.
Now I know this is for the social media people out there. This is a more of a money question. So let's talk money.
All right, go ahead.
So for the young guys out there that are they on the street, they doing their thing, but your game is real estate.
Yeah.
So tell them out there, like, so what is the biggest amount of money you've seen that was yours? No, you ain't had to share it with nobody. You ain't had to reinvest it. Where you said, man, like you looked at the bank, you was like,
You mean that I made?
like you made
Or in one transaction?
like or like, yeah, just give us a story of like one of those where it was yours, you can do whatever you want with it in real estate.
No, a lot of money went through my hand. Probably the biggest deal I did was I got 2 properties from the bank in Reservoir Hill.
Mm-hmm.
2437 Callow and 947 Brooks, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bank gave me both of those properties for $55,000, which is $110,000
Right.
together.
Right.
I found a buyer for $300,000.
Right.
Right, but I didn't touch it.
Right.
I just put them under contract with the bank, and then I sold them to somebody for $300,000. Right.
Right. Right.
So I went to closing, so they gave me the difference between the 300 and the 110, which is like $190,000. So, and that's what my lawyer. That's what I heard my lawyer say. Man, why am I doing what I'm doing? And then that's when he wanted to part. Shortly after that's when he wanted to partner with me because he seen the type of deals and transactions I was doing and the type of money we was making. And then this year, and Jeff, that's my main man. He was actually on one of the podcasts.
So getting that amount of money, and now we're still talking money. What is some financial advice? Because getting $190,000 to a person that has no plan, right? It's gonna be gone. So when you get that 190 and you're a young smooth brother, you like, man, I can do a lot with this. Like, what was your mindset and your mind frame?
Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you this, man. Life is a learning lesson. So I went I went. We rented a villa in Jamaica.
Okay.
Brought all my buddies down. Paid my
Uh-huh.
buddies way down there.
Uh-huh.
Then we went to the All-Star game.
Wow.
Sat courtside. Went to the VIP at the party. Bought
Wow.
50 bottles.
What?
50 bottles, man. Stuff like that. Like
Right,
you
right,
go
right.
to the All-Star game with 30,000.
Right, right, right,
Come
right.
back with like 2,500.
Right, 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 right.
$2,000.
Right. Wow.
So in the villa, you rent the villa for the whole week.
Right.
And then by the time, you know what I'm saying, you take the money down there, you
Right.
take all your friends down there, and then you
Right.
come back with no money at all. And then next thing you know, like, dang, I spent, just in the last 2 weeks, I spent 140,000.
Wow.
So, you know, stuff like that.
Wow.
It was fun.
Right,
like,
right, right.
Buying 50 bottles in VIP and John Singleton and Busta Rhymes and all them in the VIP, which
Right.
that's
Right.
not fun, but
Yeah.
you look back like, what could I have done with that money?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I could have bought 100,000. I could buy 5 houses with $100,000.
Yeah.
Put down 20 on each one,
Yeah.
and if you're making 50,000 on every flip, so you got $100,000.
Right.
You put 20 on five properties, but if you make 50 on the 5, you getting your 100 back,
Right.
right?
Right.
And then you're making 50 times 5, right? Which is
Right.
250,000.
Right.
I would much rather do that than to go and blow the 100,000 having fun. So my fun days are over.
Yeah. So and to end that financial question, now that your fun days are over and you seeing income come in, what is your mindset besides houses? What are some things that you want to use your money as a vehicle by doing? Well, how would you like to use your money as a vehicle today?
Well, personally, I want to travel. Like that's what
Yeah.
I dream about every night. Like travel. I just want to see parts of the world. I've never really done that. So that's my main thing to do. My kids are good.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they taken care of. I just want to make sure they straight when I leave here. But they straight now. They got good jobs. They happy.
Right.
I just want to. This grant thing is what I want to do. Like
Right.
I don't really
Right.
see me. I still do flip. Like we doing 8 houses now. So if I see a good deal, I'll do a flip.
Right.
I still want to buy. I buy. Instead of doing 25, I've been doing 17 to 25 houses a year for years
Right.
with my own money.
Right.
But now that I know how to get this grant money.
Right.
I might do, if I do 8 to 10 flips a year and then do grant projects the rest of the year, that's free money. And then so if I get grant money to buy a house and fix it up and I sell it for 100,000, I made 100,000
Right.
with no money out of my pocket. So I much rather try to do the grant thing. And like my man, he bought a $20 million building, right? But say it costs you $20 million to build a 100-unit building.
Right.
Say if it costs $20 million to build a 100-unit building.
Right.
But you can go get tax credits and grants for like $15 million. So then you got a $5 million mortgage on a 100-unit building.
That's crazy.
You can't lose on that. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't see you losing on that.
Yeah.
So those are the type of deals I want to do now.
Yeah.
And just continue to build my relationship with like political partners and nonprofits and things like that, and work with them so that we can enhance the community, make the community better. That's going to make your name bigger, right? And then you're going to help people by providing housing, and then keep helping low-income individuals and families, and low-income, disabled, and disadvantaged individuals and families to find adequate housing. So I'd be happy just doing that, but I really want to travel. But the nonprofit and the grant situation, I really didn't know about. I'm just blessed to learn
to a
about
whole
it.
nother world, huh?
Yeah, thanks to Melvin for showing me that stuff. So, yeah.
So one of my last questions I want to ask is, like, you might have touched on it already, but a pivot is a point in your life when you see a time for a change in your life where you want to do something. Like with real estate, especially, what was that point in your life, that pivot in your life, when you was like, this is what I need to be doing for the rest of my life. I'm not worried about doing this, because it's all kinds of get quick rich schemes out here. When was that pivot for you to say, this is it for me?
To answer your question, I always loved boxing.
Right.
Like I've been following boxing since I was little.
Right.
And I always a big fan. So I know, I don't know if everybody know Coach Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny Ellis with Upton Gym. They trained Javante Davis. So when they came to me and wanted to work with me, that's like a dream come true to me. Like I've been knowing them for years, and I guess they trust me or whatever, and we friends. So they came to me and wanted to work with me to help the kids at the gym to try to keep those kids in the gym and off the streets, because it's so easy for a kid to go this way instead of keeping on the straight and narrow. So when they came to me with the opportunity to work with them, to help keep the kids off the street by promoting boxing shows and giving the kids opportunity to make an income and showcase their talent.
Right.
I wanted to try to stray off into that. The real estate, I'm just not as excited about the real estate as I used to be because it's a lot of hard work. It's a simple game, but it's really, really hard work. Like getting up at 4 and 4:30 in the morning and just going to bed at 8 o'clock because you're so tired mentally.
Right.
I don't really want to do that anymore. I would love to have somebody that I could just show the ropes. I'm hoping Meldon could pick it up and keep it going.
Right.
I would love, it's probably gonna be my nephew, but I would love to have somebody could show the ropes and let them handle all this. Just give me a little piece of it.
Yeah.
And I would like to go ahead and do the boxing so that we could be like, do the boxing promotion just to keep the kids active and off the streets.
Yeah.
So that's what I really want to do. But in order to do that, it costs a lot of money and we have to get sponsorship. So if anybody that want to help us or work with us and sponsor some of the boxing promotion events, we'd be more than happy to partner with them and things like that. But that's where I want. I think you're talking about pivoting.
Yeah.
I think that's why I want to pivot into the boxing because that's something I love to do, and I love Kenny and Calvin.
Yeah.
So I can't ask to work with two better people, and I know their heart is in it. They love those kids, and they want the best for the kids. So I know they sincere, and I trust them, and they love what they're doing. If I could fit in with them, that's what I really like to go off into the sunset doing.
Yeah, and that's amazing, man. Giving back is always the best tool, the best. I feel like that's something good for your heart. Now we finishing it off. Just give everybody your contact information. How can they reach you? I mean, if you answer the phone, how can they reach you? Can they get in contact with you? Plug in Sky Miles Promotions. Plug in Sky Miles LLC. Talk about that.
Well, my name's Al Davis. The name of the company is Sky Miles. That's SKYYMYLES.com. So if they go to SkyMiles.com, they can read everything about our promotions, the houses we have coming up, some of the things. And my son Miles is working on classes. What's it called? I showed it to you.
Sky Miles.
Courses.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be recording the courses. Like I'm be going in the houses, showing everybody exactly what I look for when I go in the houses. And then I'm going to show people how much everything costs and how to evaluate a deal. Like basically everything I show my mentor classes because I don't have time to do the mentor classes anymore because it was getting too popular and it was like taking all my time. So I think it's best served that I'll do everything on video and then everybody can just get the video and they'll know everything that I was going to show them in the mentor class. So my son's working on doing that. And that'll free me up to do more with the boxing and do what I'm doing. So there's a lot of good things coming. So if they go to SkyMiles.com, they'll see everything we're doing. The Instagram is ALDZ3, ALDZ3, Instagram. And Sky Miles Promotions is our boxing Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I think it's Al Davis or Sky Miles on Facebook. So that's what we're doing. And we're going to try to keep doing what we're doing. And to all my clients and all the people around me that is frustrated with me about my communication skills, because every day I hear about it, trust me, pray for me because I'm working on my communication skills and I know that's a downfall. I mean, I know that's something negative about me, but I mean, everybody that know me know how hard at and the type of person I am. So if I can just work on my communication skills and getting back with people or hire somebody to get back with people, I'm going to do it. So please forgive me, charge it to my head, not my heart. And we're going to try to continue on the pace that we're going and try to include everybody and not forget anyone.
All right. Well, thanks, Al, man. Look forward to what's coming in the future. And keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Same with you, Rich. Appreciate it, man.
All right.